Hey everyone, it's Rock for Cash, People's Champ, coming to you live from Cash Stadium. Well, that was it. Week one of the FNFL is done and dusted. Some very, very interesting results and some probably disappointed coaches, to say the least, in some of the efforts that their teams put up this week. So, with that said, we'll get into the results. You'll hear in the background a bit of Thomas the Tank Engine. I believe a couple of coaches have got in touch with me in the last day or so saying that their trains are back on track, that a few other coaches' trains have derailed and are out the front of the Cash's house. But we'll talk more about that as we get further into this video. So with that said, let's look at what happened in week one of the FNFL. Alright, the first game was Rock for Cash up against Shiva Kamini. Usually an easy win for the Cash up against the young Padawan, but not to be done this time. The Shiva Kamini bent the Rock over and gave him a fair dinkum rogering by about 68 points, 157.32 to the Cash's disappointing 89.1. To say the Cash is disappointed would be an understatement, but Shiva Kamini, one of the coaches, he's spoken to me about how his train was flying, and just wanted the rest of the league to know that the Shiva is back. Perennial cellar dweller in the last few years, but he started off with a bang this time. So in his team, Tom Brady got 24, Kamara got 16.9, Edelman 10, Delaney Walker 17, Ingram 22, Goskowski 15, the Rams 11, and Sammy Watkins, that hamburger-eating motherfucker from Buffalo, who has come to the Chiefs and did really well, but to do this against the Cash is just disgraceful. 37.8, 198 receiving yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. 37.8, you've got to be kidding me. On the Cash's side, Drew Brees was good at 19.8, Gurley at 10, Deshaun Jackson a bit of form, 27-point form, and Butker from the Chiefs, the kicker, 15. But like I said, this was pretty one-sided from the start. Cash never had a chance in this one, so he's just looking forward to the next game, really. He's got a lot of players that are sitting on the bench at the moment that will come in, namely Antonio Brown being one, Adrian Peterson being another. Now that Juice or Goose or Geese or whatever his name is dead at Washington. Hopefully Demaryius Thomas as well. So that's enough said about the Cash. It seems to always be about the Cash, this video, but that's okay. It is called Rock for Cash TV. In the next game, Little Waiters travelled to sunny Bendigo to Team Mazza. And yeah, this one, oh boy, this is like the first game. Team Mazza, 149.72. Beating Little Waiters 76.92. Geez, you wouldn't be happy with that one. They just haven't turned up, really. Projections had a big win in this one too, but I don't think it projected this sort of a win. For Team Mazza, another coach who's come out and said that the Mazza train is absolutely flying. It's back on the rails. It's running express to the Duty Bowl, so we'll just have to wait and see. Both boys of the Cash are a little bit cocky at the moment, so let them have their time in the sun, and before long they'll both derail, I'm sure. But with Team Mazza, Deshaun Watson 24, Williams from the Chiefs 12, Barkley 13, Fitzgerald 17, Hilton 20, Eckler 33, Lutz 15, and the Bears defense 11. There's only one player that got under double figures, so that's incredible. Little Waiters side, only 3 players over double figures. Brown from Buffalo 18, Tucker the kicker from Baltimore 11, and Ravens 15. So yeah, disappointing from the Little Waiter, but I'm sure she'll bounce back. In the next game, to the Cash it's a bit of an upset, but to Brown, doubt it's an upset. He was probably very confident in winning this one. And the Browns did beat Young Remix Killers. Young Remix Killers 50.2, but the Browns 107.46. Another shellacking in this game. It's a bit of a theme this round. Yeah, look, only one player got over double figures for the Killers. Godwin 11.3. Even the Jags defense were -2, but on the Browns side, Lamar Jackson 32.56, Bell 17, Lockett 10, good old plugger, good to see him back. Michael Thomas 12, and the Seahawks defense 15. So I tell you what, it was a great win by the Brown. He'd be very, very happy indeed, and I'm sure the cockiness levels now at extreme. In the next game, Mitch's Mongrels, the defending Duty Bowl winner, was hosting Archie's All-Stars, the Father Cull, and the Altar Boys. In this game, another massive upset in the Cash's eyes. Archie's All-Stars, 124.76, beating the reigning champs, 73.60, the Mongrels. Another shellacking in this game. Archie's All-Stars, led by Mack at 25, Ryan at 14, Johnson at 19, Robinson at 10, Ingram 17, Golladay 10, Zerline 14, and on the Mongrels side, McCaffrey at 32.9 and Brissett at 14.5. Didn't really give a yelp, the Mongrels, in this one, so well done to Father Cull and the Altar Boys. They're off to a great start as well. Just to see if that keeps rolling. In the next game, the Battle of Ballarat saw Smooth Criminal 107.02 getting over the line against Moneymakers 8, 96.3. This one, Smooth Criminal, should be absolutely stoked. Picked up Velveteen Dream today. For those of you who don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Carson Wentz 24, Elliott 12, Cook 24, Jacobs 23. And on Moneymaker's side, Stafford 24, Thielen 10, Cooper 16. This was the closest game of the round. Only 11 points in this one, or 10.5. I think Jacobs got her over the line today with his 23 in his first game for Oakland, so well done to him. So yeah, she keeps on keeping on. Moneymakers has got to lift from here, but I'm sure he will. In the final game, welcome back to the dark side, the MILF Hunter, opening up his account this year already. Dark side 122.92 to the Little River Giants 100.00 exactly. For the dark side, Pat Mahomes, best player in the NFL, 27. Chris Carson, 18. Keenan Allen, 18. Derrick Henry, 27, and the Vikings, 16. So good to see Damo's got one of his two really, really good games, Derrick Henry, under his belt, because he'll do nothing for the rest of the year. For Little River Giants, Dak Prescott got 33, Hopkins got 23, and Santos, the Tennessee ex-Chiefs kicker, got 13. So good to see Damo off the mark there. Good win, 22-point win. Little River Giants, they'll be travelling to Rock for Cash next week, so we'll have to make sure that maybe that train gets derailed on the way down. So that's pretty much it. We had Shiva Kamini beat the Cash, Team Mazza beat Little Waders, the Browns beat Young Remix Killers, Archie's All-Stars beat Mitch's Mongrels, Smooth Criminal beat Moneymakers 8, and the Dark Side beat Little River Giants. So that leads us on to the ladder. In first place, with the one win, is Shiva Kamini. Second place is Team Mazza. Third place is Archie's All-Stars. Fourth place is the Dark Side. And fifth place are the Browns. And sixth place is Smooth Criminal. They're all on one win, obviously. In seventh place, we've got Little River Giants. Moneymakers 8 in 8th spot. Rock for Cash in 9th. Little Waders in 10th. 11th is Mitch's Mongrels, and trailing the field at the moment is Young Remix Killers. He will not be happy about that. Don't know if we've ever seen the Young Remix Killers on the bottom of the ladder. So yeah, he'll have to lift for that one from there. So a couple of awards. The Cash has awarded just some stock standard meat and 3 veg awards from last year. The Thursday night beast, Archie's All Stars for Alan Robinson, 10.2, and the Taco Bell to Young Remix Killers, who scored just a little bit more than Team Mazza, 60 point whatever it was, 7.2 I think. So that just leads me on to one more final announcement. Like last year, the team of the week will not be divulged weekly. It will be held on to, and the cash will announce the winner of the Coach of the Year at a gala presentation. We'll also have our Fantasy Player of the Year. Cash is thinking of a few other awards that might pop up throughout the year that I'll keep tabs of, just so we have a really big gala night at the end of the year. But the Cash has decided, if you just hang on a second, the Coach of the Year award this year, we'll get this bastard. Big football on a trophy. That will be the Coach of the Year award this year. So it's something worthy to play for. It's bloody heavy. So yeah, just something for you guys to work towards throughout the year. And yeah. All right, so that's pretty much it for the Cash after week 1. Week 2 coming up, starting on Friday. Just a quick little rundown. The Cash is playing the Little River Giants. Darkside's playing Shiva Kamini. Moneymakers 8 playing Mitch's Mongrels. The Browns are playing the Smooth Criminals. Good God. That's going to be an interesting game, interesting household for a week. Team Mazza's playing Young Remix Killers, and Archie's All Stars is playing Little Waiters. So with that, hope you had a good round 1, week 1. Hope your team won. If it didn't win, put the effort in and try and get back onto the winning list next week. So with that, that's the Catch out.